Hi guys, good afternoon. All right guys, so you're welcome back. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to be gisting you about my mom, and I am gonna be doing makeup as I gist you the stuff that I'm gonna be gisting you. Okay, it is just between you and me, so don't tell nobody. Okay, it is just between you and me. You know now, when ladies want to gossip, they're like, please don't tell anybody, it's just between you and I. Yeah, so it's just between you and I. Okay, so after which I've made up, I'm going to be wearing this wig that I prepared this wig. I kind of, if you remember unboxing this particular wig, don't mind this face ugly. My sister have actually designed it, so I had to shape in it somehow, and I made it at least a little bit okay. So I'm gonna be wearing the wig on makeup. Let me actually see how this wig looks really on me. Okay, so the thing is that not necessarily going to be showing you a lot of makeup stuff because I don't really have too much of makeup things nowadays, because I am so freaking lazy when it comes to making up these days. I don't know why, but like when it comes to sitting down and doing like a very professional makeup that takes a lot of time, I don't do that. I just do a, a, a very quick makeup where I can just wear out at any freaking time, which sometimes I don't line my or define my eyebrow. I just put on eye pencil or um eyebrow powder or whatever. I just put it on, and I don't define it, so I just wear like that, and there I go. So today I'm just gonna be like, taking a little time, at most 10-15 minutes of my time to just do some good makeup, but definitely not gonna. Anyway, as it goes, I'm going to be telling y'all. Okay, so for now, powder what I use is MAC. Okay, it's not just about the product, it's just about the gist. Yeah, so you listen to the gist and forget about the product. Okay, so I have to make sure to close some of this my little dark spot that have actually been fading so well. When I was pregnant, I I was really breaking out. I don't know why, but I was breaking out really well. So there was dark spots on my face. So now it's actually beginning to go. I scrub my face. I do a DIY, um, remedy to scrub all of those dark spots off, and it has actually beginning to fade off really well. Okay, so going to the matter. All right, talking about my mom. So the thing is that now when I just want to do when I just want to do a very quick makeup, I just apply the foundation and apply powder and just apply my stuff. So that's how I'm just gonna be doing it. If I was supposed to do a really professional makeup, which takes a lot of time, I would be doing my eyebrow first. Sometimes you do your eyebrow first, sometimes you rub powder. Anyone that suits you, but me, this particular one suits me. Like, it's actually fast for me. Okay. Okay, so I'm actually using Milani powder. All right, so talking about my mom, the thing is that I when I was in school, in secondary school, I was staying with my mom. I was with my mom. Now I was staying. Obviously, I should be staying, right? I was with my mom in Lagos, and as a teenager, I grew up there in Lagos with my mom and all of that stuff. So there are still some things that I could not remember about Momsy. So I'm actually looking for an eye pencil to just line my eye. So there are some stuff that she must have taught me that I really forgot, and all of that stuff, it happened. So when I finished secondary school back then in Lagos, I then relocated to Abuja. And then when I came to Abuja, I was staying with my auntie. Okay, so I went to university here in Abuja, and I've spent a huge time here in Abuja. Okay, because even before I went to the university, I've been here hustling, looking for some menial job just to keep body and soul going and all of that stuff. So I left my mom's house really early. As I finished secondary school, I just needed to change um environment. So growing up as a teenager, I was with my mom. So as I came to Abuja, and then I turned 18, turned 19, turned 20, 21, and and so on. So I wasn't with my mom no more. Okay, so there are some stuff that I didn't actually learn from my mom. So this actually would bring me, oh my god, there are some days that I line my eyebrow, and it just line, without even using an eyeliner. Okay, so this that actually brings me to what I want to discuss about my mom. Yeah, so this few months, like this 2 months that my mom has stayed with us here in Abuja, has actually sorry, not exposed, has actually made me really 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 understand my mom really well as an adult. Okay, so because then I was just um a child and also a teenager. It's different. The way a teenager reason and the way an adult reason is actually far different. Okay, so they don't reason alike. There are some things that my mom taught me when I was a teenager, and I'm like, she's doing me bad thing, telling me to, wash, telling me to clean the house, telling me to cook and all of that. I'm like, why is she being so wicked? All of that, but as an adult, I come to understand that that is not wickedness, that is training. That is teaching you how to that is teaching me how to be independent. So as an adult, I now understand very very well that those things were training, teaching me how to be independent, teaching me how to be a good woman and how to be a very strong woman and to know what to do in the house and all of that stuff, blah 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 and blah. Okay, so because I left Lagos before even turning 18, so I there are still some stuff that I was like, okay. There's still some stuff that I was like, okay, my mom was like telling me to do this and all of this, but now I find myself doing them, you know, at at ease without even, complaining. So that will actually bring me to one of some of the things that I've learned, from my mom as she was here, the time that she was here. Okay. I learned so many things. I literally learn things from people who are around me. I tend to make sure that the positive part of you, I emulate the positive part of you and try to ignore your negative part. Okay. You This is just to anybody or to everybody. I ignore anybody's negative parts and tend to, focus on your positive parts. Okay. So one of the things that I learned from my mom is that my mom wakes up really, really, really early. Okay, the thing is that I used to wake up early when I used to work for other people. When I used to work in the hotel, I used to literally wake up earlier. Okay. But in fact, I also used to wake up early before. But since I put to bed, I would have to sleep, because most of the nights I don't sleep because my baby plays in the night and sleeps in the day. So that's one of the things I learned from my mom. My mom wakes up really, really early. And there's another thing that I learned. The number two thing that I learned from my mom is that my mom takes her bath very, very early in the morning. Even if she's not going anywhere, even if she's not just gonna eat, but she'll just, take her bath as early as 6:30 or 7 a.m. And I'm like, where are you going? Because you're not like, working for anybody, so why take your bath in the morning, in the early hour of the morning? She was like, yeah, it's good and all of that. It makes one, very strong, and it makes you active, and it makes you want to walk. Okay. Because when you're not taking your bath in the morning, I'm quoting my mom, when you're not taking your bath in the morning, you might be weak, lazy, and all of that stuff. Okay. So that's one of the things I learned from that's another thing that I learned from my mom. And another thing that I learned from my mom, which I basically used to do it even before knowing that she does it. I'm not going to be using eyeshadow. I just want to do a very simple makeup. Okay. One of the things I learned from my mom that I know she does so well is that she overlooks and she forgives. I overlook too and I forgive, but I'm just like, oh, okay, look at someone who is like me. I know, the things that they say, a lot of people say I look like my mom and all of that. So I was like, yeah, I look like my mom, but we don't have the same character. Yeah, we may not have the same character, but I learned that my mom knows how to overlook talk, overlook situation, and just wave it out. Well, for me, the difference with my mom with that is that if I overlook things, but if you want to trample on my rights, or if you want to make me feel as if I'm the most stupidest person, I would tell you that I am not stupid. Yeah. Hair drop into my eyes. So those are the those are some of the things I learned from my mom. And another great thing that I learned from my mom is that when my mom is cooking in the kitchen, my mom would make sure that she does not leave the kitchen without washing the dishes that she used in cooking. That particular one, I don't used to do it. I used to like pile up, you know, I used to like pile up the dishes. I'll pile it up. I'm like, okay, when I'm done I'll wash it and all of that. But I noticed that my mom does not pile it up, and my mom will use a hand, despite the fact that there are younger people like me, Ekemini, which is my sister, and Elizabeth, which is the youngest, second to the youngest, because the youngest in this house right now is my daughter. Yeah, so my mom will use her hand and wash the dishes, and I'm like, okay, how can you use your hand and wash dishes when you have all of these adults here? All of these people. She'll use her hand and wash the dishes, and I'm like, okay, that's a great thing. Like I'd learned that from my mom, and I do apply it these days. Okay, because I know that if you must teach someone how to do something, you have to teach by example. Yeah, especially when teaching a younger one how to do something, you have to teach the person by doing it for the person to see. Yeah, so that's one thing that I learned from my mom as an adult. Okay, another thing that I learned from my mom is that my mom is just a very tidy, should I say tidy up somebody, or should I say, let me just explain it. She keeps her stuff where she knows that she's just going to find them. So I basically just use my eyes to, you know, look and look and look at those things that I know I can, pick, and that are very important, that would actually help me to better my own life as a new mom, because as a new mom, I have to teach by example, which is what my mom does. So I'm basically going to be by example. So some of this stuff are things that I actually did not really like notice as a young person, and I know that it's not just me that would go through this. There are some young people who are there, and they're like, okay, your mom will say go and wash the plate, and you're like, oh, you're suffering me, am I the only person, and all of that stuff, but you don't know that those things are actually training, training that would help to better your own life, that would help to make you stronger, that would help to make you the woman that you would be to your husband and to your children. So I'm actually using this fix plus on my face, and I'm going to be spraying it through. Most of the time I don't use this, and that actually makes my makeup on the face looks brighter than my neck. I didn't use anything on my neck. I don't know if it's still different, but I'm guessing it's not, because my hand and my face is the same. Yeah, so those things and another thing that I learned from my mom is that my mom is actually friendly. Okay, my mom is very jovial. She can crack jokes, and she can relate with people. She can friendship. She is a friend to my friends. Okay, and she loves my friend and those people around me too. She's a super mom. And yeah, those are just the things that I learned from my mom. I hope you love my makeup, and if there's anything I did not do, let me know. I really do not want to get, okay, I didn't apply anything on my lip. Basically, where is this? I use this to apply on my lip, and I scrub my lip with sugar, mixing it with other stuff sometimes, to exfoliate my lip. Yeah, so these days I don't use lipstick on my lip, and this is my natural lip. Okay, so that is it, and those are the things that I learned from my mom as an adult. Okay, because as an adult, this is actually one of the first, this is actually the first time that or my mom and I are actually staying together for so long, which is like she stayed for 2 months, and we spoke at length, we talk about life, we talk about things, we we just sit down and sometimes gossip and all of that stuff. you know I'm sure you do that with your mom. So I do, we do that here a whole lot. We sit down and gossip and then we talk about things, we talk about YouTube and all of that stuff. you know I tell my mom, I tell my mom how I started YouTube, how I got to know about YouTube, because it's not all, it's not everybody that knows about YouTube. Some people just know that there are people upload videos on YouTube, but they don't know that, they don't know why they upload video on YouTube. So basically, that is just the gist. That is just the gossip that I just wanted to gossip to you guys about my mom, and to do makeup because I want to make the video, another video. Okay, so I would be going out. I just want to go and buy some stuff, but before that, I'm going to be making a video with my daughter and Elizabeth on my baby's channel, Beverly's channel. So please go subscribe to Beverly's channel. We make fun videos there, and interesting and very loving video that you're gonna laugh about, you're gonna be happy about, and all of that stuff. Okay, so go check the link at the description box, and ciao, I'll see you again. And let me know one of the things or some of the things that you learned from your mom as a teenager, and the ones that you learned from your mom as an adult. So those are it. Do I forget anyone? Did I forget anyone? Yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you soon in my next video, and stay beautiful. Bye.